coach of the program last year. The Argonauts last season finished with a record of 28-23. A lot of new faces on this year's team, with only 3 starters from last year's team returning. Two of the players here today, one of them is a returner, Hannah Camp, who was a redshirt last year. In her 2 seasons with the program, has started 52 games, seeing time at catcher. And then also on the far side there, a new player to the program, Kayla Rosario, a native of Pensacola, coming from Pensacola State, where she saw action with them as a middle infielder. So now we will start off with Coach Paul. What are some of your goals for the team this season here in your first year as head coach?
Well, you put us in between 2 national champions, so the standards are pretty high, I guess. But really, we're striving for competitive excellence every day out at practice and each game, and we're going to focus on the process, and we'll let the winning take care of itself.
You've got 2 of your players this year, but a lot of new faces. Give us a little bit of a preview of who we'll see out on the field for the team this year and who will be making a big impact.
Sure. Lauren Bernard, Lou, we call her. She's our only returning starter at third base at her position. She's expected to do big things. She found her swing in the second half of the year, and she'll be in adding some power to the middle of our lineup there. And then Jenna Belser, she'll be returning. She found some time behind the plate for us last year, but she'll be in the DP first base role for us, and also hitting the middle of the lineup, bringing some more power. New addition, Kaylin, KK Chapman, junior transfer from Boonville, Indiana, big pitcher. We expect big things from her early on. She's coming in as an All-American junior college player, so we're very excited for her to add to our pitching staff. But really, with so many new faces, we expect a lot of kids to make some impact. There's plenty of opportunities out there. We have a lot of local kids and very talented at that, and Kayla can tell you more about that later. But we expect them to make some good impact early on. And then Hannah, I never got to see Hannah play last year, but she's a good leader for us, and I'm excited to finally see her get some time behind the plate.
And lastly from me, what can we expect with the team's schedule heading into this year?
Schedule. We're going to be tested early on for sure. We open up with a conference champion, and we see 2 conference champions in the first week of the season. And then overall, we have 3 top 20 teams on the schedule this year, and it doesn't get any easier once we get into conference. Conference is going to be pretty tough, big dog fight. We have Valdosta, who was runner-up in the national championship, and Alabama Huntsville, who fought them to get to that spot. They'll be our 2 top competitors, and then you got to add in Shorter, who wasn't even conference eligible for postseason last year, and they won the conference overall. So it's going to be very competitive, but we're pretty confident. We split with Valdosta and with Huntsville last year, and so we like our chances.
We'll open it up for questions from our media.
Coach, when you look at this team compared to some of the teams you've coached in the past, what would be one of the strengths of this year's UWF squad?
Sure, we're a lot more athletic, and the depth. We have so much depth with all the new faces this year with 11 new girls. It's just the depth is going to really push us and make us better every day, and give opportunities to kids up and down the roster. So definitely more athletic. I expect our offense to be a lot more explosive. We lost a lot of speed last year, especially in our outfield, but we replaced it pretty well, I think. So we'll expect to run a lot more again, too.
Maybe this is the pat answer is all positions are up for
Sure.
competition and draft. But legitimately, it sounds like you really do have competition throughout the lineup. And what does that do for this team as you're building this program?
Sure. Well, new faces, newness brings energy, and sure, competitiveness, depth that brings a lot of competitiveness for us. And so they're just going out there and fighting each day. And I've had to remind them, even though they're competing with each other for positions, that as long as they're just competing with themselves every day, everything will take care of itself. And they just need to focus on that, making themselves better each day, and they'll have opportunities to do that. But it's definitely made us better day in and day out at practices, and it will continue to make us better throughout the season.
For me, out in practice, I'm competing with all the other catchers. Kaylin, our new catcher, she's a good competitive role for us. We push each other. We also don't. We're not competitive against each other because we're a team. If someone starts over me, I'm there for them. It's helping me get better as a player, and I'm looking forward to competing for our spots.
Kayla, what's the transition been like for you from senior year high school, junior college, to now NCAA level play?
It's been a great experience. My last junior college, it was really small, but our team, like, we only had like 12, 13 girls on our team, so we were really close. But here, there's a lot of diversity and there's a lot of competition, and we just work hard every day and at weights and at practice, and we just get along really good.